to another edition of Complete This Dish. Today we are at the Cyprus Culinary Arts Test Kitchen, and with me is Kevin Bowie, and he is going to be completing a dish for a one-pot chicken dinner. Now, the dinner was really easy to make, and he's got a simple, wonderful dessert. Why don't you tell us what you're going to be making today?
So today we're going to make a pear crisp and puff pastry cup and pistachio ice cream on top.
Sounds delicious. Okay, let's make it happen.
All right. First, we're going to start off with the pear. This is the anju pear. I like it because it has good portions of water content. Like some pears have high water content, and when you cook it, it gets mushy. We peel the pear, and then we're going to bring it to acidulated water to not keep it brown. We're going to cut the pear now, just down the middle. That's as easy as it is. Take our core, and then just core the seed out because we don't want any of the seeds in, right? We're going to cut them into 1/4 inch cubes.
Okay.
So that way, when you cook them, it's equal, like the cooking time is equal for all the pieces of it. Okay, so we have a hot pan. We're going to add our butter. You want the butter to be even and melt quickly. Okay,
so we're going to put the pears in the pan now?
Right.
Let's take them for a swim.
Right. And while we do this, you can also, I would recommend soaking, we have golden raisins, and soaking them in brandy, you know. Some to snack on and some for the filling. Again, in a pinch, you can also combine the brown sugar, which we have right here, all in at once, you know. We don't have time, we might as well just throw it all together at once. So while this is cooking, oh, I forgot to add this in. So while this is cooking, we're gonna be working on the filling.
Okay, and that's some cinnamon that you just douse those pears with.
Right, and so while these are cooking, we're gonna practice, we're gonna make the crisp.
How are we gonna do that?
So basically we're gonna just combine everything. I like to keep it simple, so I do equal parts of everything. We are combining flour, brown sugar, almonds, butter that's chilled. You might have to make sure it's chilled.
Okay, it's nice and cold.
Right, and then oatmeal, quick cooking oatmeal. 1 cup all-purpose flour, 1 cup of oatmeal, 1 cup of brown sugar, and a little bit of almonds. Add the butter.
Okay, so you're going to kind of mix this together. What are we looking for when we do this?
We're looking for pea-sized clumps of butter. So basically, this is our crumble, real simple, and it's going to go on top of the filling.
Okay, great.
So we're going to put this aside in the refrigerator to keep chilled.
Now, why do we want to keep it cold? What's the reason for that?
We just want to keep the butter chilled. We don't want it to keep warm because when
start melting, maybe.
Right. We want it to melt in the oven.
And so this is the step where you really get to look like a culinary rock star. You're going to flambe this. Is that what you said?
Right. We're going to flambe this, which basically is pouring some brandy in, and then a lot of fire is going to go up. Pour a little bit in. You're going to hear that sizzle. Put it on here. It's going to flambe.
There it goes.
Take some cinnamon and have some nice sparkles on top. And basically cook it off until the fire's done. So this is our filling. It's already done. And the key about the filling is you want to keep it chilled. So we're going to chill this in the refrigerator and then work on our puff pastry cups. All right, so what we have here is puff pastry. And it's basically layers of flour and butter, tons of layers of it. And then what happens is when you cook it, steam generates and it gets this flaky crust. So what we have here is stencils, and we're going to make a cup out of it. So make sure your puff pastry is chilled. You don't want it warm because it's butter again.
Okay.
You don't want it to melt. Take the stencil. It's real simple. Just punch it out. 2 circles for 1 cup.
Okay. Perfect.
And then take the smaller one, and then in the middle, we're going to make a ring. Right? Take the rim out, and take the other circle, and then we're going to put on top. With these, what we're going to do is we're going to use egg wash, so just 1 egg, a little bit of water, so we can seal this cup. 2 key things about making these bouchées are the egg wash and docking the puff pastry.
Okay.
Docking is basically making holes, small holes in the big puffy circle, because we want it to prevent it from rising. We just want the rim to rise. So take our egg wash and a brush. And so take our rim.
We're just going to put this right over here.
Right. So basically our fillings can go in here, the crisp, and then the ice cream. So put the bouchées onto the sheet pan, get our cold filling, which we already have chilled, right here.
And these are, of course, the pears that we sauteed earlier and flambéed.
Right, these were actually the same size as I cut them before. They just cooked down, and that's how
They get really small.
Right. Take a generous spoonful and put it in.
Okay, so we're loaded up. What's next, Kevin?
Make sure these are in pea-sized clumps. Take a nice handful and put it over the crumble. It doesn't even have to be neat. It's just to cover, and then it'll get crispy. So this is going to go in the oven at 400 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes until it's nice golden brown, and then that's it. All right. So they look perfect, and they look nice and golden brown with the crumble all nice and brown. Scoop of ice cream. And dab it on top.
Looks wonderful. Let's give it a try. It's crisp, it's moist. You can really taste those pears. Just wonderful. Well, Kevin, thank you so much for being here and showing us this recipe today.
Oh, thank you.
I think it'll really inspire people to try it themselves. And
Right.
you know, you're advertising that as dessert. I'd have it for breakfast. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.